Hello and welcome to this session. In the previous session, we discussed about conditional statements, loops and control statements. In this session, we are going to discuss about a very important and oftenly used concept called function. Functions are supported by almost all the commonly used programming languages like C, C++, Python, Java, etc. A function is a group of statements that perform a specific task. Functions help to break our program into smaller and modular chunks. As our program grows larger and complex, functions make it more organized, manageable, and simpler. Furthermore, it avoids repetition and makes the code reusable. The same piece of the code or logic can be used again and again without the requirement to write it again every time. Let's understand this with the help of a simple example. Suppose in a program you need to perform multiplication operation on two numbers at various sections of your code. There is no need to write the multiplication logic every time. Instead, you can create a user-defined function which will handle the job every time you call it. In order to define a function, we need to write the keyword def followed by the function name as per your choice, an optional comma separated list of parameters that may be passed to the function within these parentheses, followed by colon, and then the statement in an indented block. Let's define a function which can be called to multiply two numbers. Let's write def multiply open bracket num1 comma num2 bracket close colon indent return num1 into num2. So the function definition is complete. Let's call it. Also, function name and variable name should not start with special characters like hash, star, and must not clash with Python keywords. In order to check the variable and function naming convention, you can visit the Python documentation. Now let's say we want to multiply 4 and 3. So we'll call our multiply function, and to do so we'll write result equal to multiply 4 comma 3 in brackets and print result. So you can see that the result is 12. Now just like we add comments to our code, we can also do so for our function. In this case, it is called docstring. The first string after the function header is called the docstring and is short for documentation string. It is briefly used to explain what a function does. So I'll add the docstring. You can check the docstring of the function using print multiply dot underscore underscore doc underscore underscore and close the bracket. So you can see that the function description has been printed. As you can see, I wrote a statement with the keyword return. It's not necessary that all function return something. Depending on the application, the return statement is used to exit a function and go back to the place from where it was called. Scope and lifetime of variables. Scope of a variable is the section of a program where the variable has its existence. Parameters and variables defined inside a function are not accessible from outside the function. Hence, they have a local scope. The lifetime of variable inside a function is only until the function is being executed. They are destroyed once we return from the function, Hence, a function does not remember the value of a variable from its previous call. Let's see what happens when a variable which was declared inside a function gets accessed outside its scope, where scope is the function. Let's define a function called function1 and declare a variable named new1 whose value is 5. Now let's try to print the variable outside this function and let's see what happens. So you can see that interpreter is throwing an error which says name new1 not defined. This is because the scope of the variable new1 ended when the function execution got over. A variable declared outside a function can be accessed by the function, but its value cannot be modified. Let's say with the help of an example. We'll define a variable named var1 and then define a function named function2. We will try to print the variable var1 inside this function. So let's write our print statement. Let's call this function and then run our code. So you can see that the values of var1 has been printed. Now let's write a statement inside this function which adds any number to variable var1 and then again run the code. So you can see that there is an error. Local variable var1 referenced before assignment. In order to resolve this, we will add statement global var1 before assigning value to var1. And in the function definition, we will again add the statement global var1 so that the function knows that the variable to be used is the global one which we defined outside. Now if you run the code, the issue will not occur. Also, if you print var1 even when the function has completed its execution, you will see that the value of var1 has been changed. This is useful in many ways, but use it with caution as the value of the variable will get permanently changed after the execution of function. So I hope you have understood the basic of user-defined function and scope of variable. That's all in this session. See you in the next one. Thank you.